The deeper we peer into the known world, the more we realize how little we truly understand. Science, our most trusted tool for mapping reality, occasionally stumbles upon events so profound, so inexplicable, they challenge the very foundations of our knowledge. These are not tales from ancient texts, but modern accounts scrutinized under the cold, hard lens of scientific inquiry. They are anomalies, outliers, whispers from a reality just beyond our grasp. In a world ruled by logic, some things simply refuse to be explained. Number 5. The incorruptible body of Bernadette Soubirous. In 1879, a young French woman named Bernadette Soubirous passed away. Decades later, when her body was exhumed as part of a canonization process, examiners made a startling discovery. Despite being buried in a damp chapel, her body showed no signs of decomposition. Over the next 40 years, she was exhumed twice more, each time with doctors and scientists present. Each time, the result was the same. Her organs were intact, her skin supple as if she had only just fallen asleep. Medical science has no definitive explanation for this perfect preservation. While theories like saponification exist, they don't fully account for the state of her internal organs or the lack of odor. Bernadette's body remains a silent, enduring medical enigma. Number 4. The case of Vittorio Miceli. In 1962, a 21-year-old Italian man named Vittorio Miceli was admitted to the military hospital of Verona. X-rays revealed a devastating diagnosis. A large sarcoma was disintegrating his left hip bone. His condition was deemed terminal, and after 10 months of futile treatment, he was sent home to die. A devout man, Miceli traveled to the sanctuary of Lourdes, a site famous for its healing spring water. He bathed in the springs, and within months, something impossible began to happen. He felt better, his pains subsided, and he began to walk again. A series of new X-rays confirmed the unbelievable. His tumor was gone, and his hip bone, which had been almost completely eroded, had regrown. The Vatican's International Medical Committee of Lourdes, a panel of doctors and scientists, reviewed the case for years. They examined every scan, every medical report, and in 1976 declared his healing to be medically inexplicable. A bone does not simply regenerate from nothing, yet in this case it did. Number 3. The Global Consciousness Project. Does human consciousness have the power to influence the physical world? Since 1998, a team of scientists at Princeton University has been trying to answer that question with the Global Consciousness Project. The project uses a global network of random number generators, or RNGs. These devices are essentially electronic coin flippers, constantly producing unpredictable sequences of zeros and ones. Statistically, the output should always be random, but the project has found something strange. During moments of intense global shared experience, events like the September 11th attacks, major natural disasters, or even worldwide celebrations, the RNGs seem to deviate from randomness. The data shows faint but significant patterns, as if the collective emotional energy of humanity is subtly imposing order on chaos. Critics argue it's just statistical anomalies, but after analyzing trillions of data points over 2 decades, the researchers believe they've found evidence that our shared thoughts might just be a physical force in the universe. Number 2, the spontaneous remission of Jean-Pierre Bailly. A multiple sclerosis diagnosis is a life sentence of progressive decline. For Jean-Pierre Bailly, a French paramedic, it meant years of paralysis and excruciating pain. By 1987, his condition had deteriorated to the point where he was declared fully disabled. That same year, he undertook a pilgrimage to Lourdes. During a ceremony, he felt a profound sense of inner warmth and release. The next day, he woke up and discovered he could move his limbs. His doctors were baffled. Extensive medical examinations, including MRI scans, confirmed that not only had his symptoms vanished, but the physical lesions on his brain and spinal cord, the hallmarks of MS, had also disappeared. His recovery was total and permanent. The International Medical Committee of Lords investigated for over a decade before concluding that his cure had no medical explanation in the current state of scientific knowledge. His body had, against all odds, healed itself completely. Number 1. The stigmata of Padre Pio. For 50 years, an Italian friar named Francesco Forgione, better known as Padre Pio, bore the stigmata, wounds corresponding to those of the crucifixion. From 1918 until his death in 1968, he had deep, open, and bleeding wounds on his hands, feet, and side. These wounds were not self-inflicted. They were studied extensively by numerous physicians who found them inexplicable. The wounds never became infected, never closed, and bled approximately a cup of blood each day, yet his blood counts remained normal. Doctors noted the scent of flowers emanating from the wounds, a phenomenon known as the odor of sanctity. Despite decades of scrutiny, no medical explanation could account for their origin, persistence, or the lack of associated infection or tissue degradation. Upon his death, the wounds vanished without a trace, leaving behind only unblemished skin. It was as if 50 years of physical trauma had been erased from reality in an instant. The world is not always as it seems. Science maps the shoreline, but a vast, uncharted ocean lies beyond. These events are not proof of any one belief, but they are evidence that there are forces at work we do not yet comprehend. The truth doesn't disappear, it simply hides in plain sight, waiting for us to ask the right questions. What we call miracles today may simply be the science of tomorrow, a science that is yet to be discovered.